Is there a passport on it?
No. All right, we are back. I know this is a different video, but we're back for game 3 of round 1 of the Sunbros 1v1 tournament. I won't call it the inaugural tournament because it's not, because the first 1v1 tournament we did, well, we didn't finish it, so I don't know if this is inaugural or not. The 2v2 tournament went well. So we're doing
Also,
a
I'm
1v1. And we've got Ulan Gaming with us here. Hi, Ulan Gaming. Thanks for joining us. This is the rubber match between these two civs. Platypus is picking his main China into Germany from LFS. We don't know if this is Germany's main. I think China is LFS's main civ.
Yeah, I think Mr. Lesbian usually means China.
As we see him microing down this Treasure Guardian. I'm at just about a minute right now. Ulan, if you wanted to catch up.
Yep, I'm trying to catch up at the moment.
No worries. This micro treasure, he's microing this Treasure Guardian for a Nootka Clubman. That's a very powerful treasure early on in the game. Germany with his settler wagons, just doing normal Germany things. We're going to hop over to Platypus real quick, who has taken an early trade post and building a village. Sending northern refugees. So he's only going to get 2 villagers from this instead of like a standard 3. Let's take a look at his deck. It's called OMG Copy. Let's see here. This looks like age 3 play with some age 2 options here. TX Sport's going to be coming in, I'm sure of it. For the German player, he's got the deck is labeled beginner, but I'm sure it has been modified.
Yeah.
Palatine settlements.
Could you imagine if he was just using like the generic like deck? They don't even have like all 25.
Yeah, with 24 out of 25.
21, I think.
Oh no.
Because that's a carryover from Legacy when your deck limit was only 21 until you leveled up your home city.
Oh, that's true. This Nuke Clubman is just wandering around, exploring, trying to find some treasures, while the Guardian just 90 wood, getting that 90 wood treasure from that grizzly bear. He was dedicated to defending that till the end. Poor grizzly bear. 2 settler wagons coming in. Very age 2 oriented deck, it looks like. Advanced Arsenal is an interesting choice for the German player. As we hop back over to not Mother Nature, but China. Yes, China. Ulan, why don't you give me some insight as to who's favored in this matchup or not, just from a civilization perspective?
Well, at the moment, I am having some technical difficulties that are preventing me from catching all the way up. So I'm not quite seeing what you have here. But the moral of the story is that China is favored in pretty much every matchup because it's like one of the best civs in the game right now.
Well, that would be... That's one way of putting it. That is certainly one way of putting it. China is aging up to age 2 now with the Summer Palace.
A big thing is that, Germany gets their Ulans for raiding, and which is great and all, but Ulans are so flimsy and weak that they get traded they get traded cost effectively by step riders. So yeah, it's not ideal.
That's definitely
definitely got to be making some step riders in order to counter some of the raids, and because he knows this, he's the one who showed me that.
Well, and this is a kind of a big brain play by Platypus here. He knows that Germany gets his shipments slower than the average person, and then he goes for a trade post as China, which is already a favorable matchup, it would appear.
Oh wait, for reference, the 2 settler wagon car that Germany sent is about 1/3 of the way sent on my screen.
You are quite a bit behind. I am at 442 right now.
I'm at. You're more than 2 minutes ahead of me.
Germany finally hits H2, goes with the quartermaster, leaving the wood on the ground. Nope, there we go, being gathered up. I don't know if this is a fast fort. This must be a fast fort build because he's just now. Let's see here. What is he gonna do with this? He's just got 5 settler wagons, 3 settler wagons and 2 settlers just idle. After gathering up all that wood, finally puts them back over to coin. Did the Nootka Clubman go down? The Nootka Clubman, interesting explorer name from Germany, I will say. The Nootka,
because why not?
The Nootka Club, I think that's a little bit past the time frame of this game's perspective, but we're gonna allow it, I guess. 700 coin just finally arriving. Don't know what the German player is doing. He's doing a lot of something and a lot of nothing at the same time.
Man, with an explorer name like that and a username like Lesbian Fisting Six, he really wants us to believe he's like 12 years old, but he's not.
We don't know that. He sounds a little bit older than 12, but you know, with testosterone implants these days, you never know. Let's see here. What is this? This is Steps in Chukonu. Is that the standard army? Yes, it is. Standard army stuff coming out from Platypus. Scores are pretty even right now, actually. 6.5 minutes into the game. LFS.
What a coincidence. They're also pretty even 4.5 minutes into the game.
LFS finally has a barracks out and is training DOPS. Yeah, this is very interesting for you being 2 minutes behind and unable to catch up.
Yeah,
because I get to talk about all this stuff, and you get to see it way later. We'll turn Fog of War off here.
Just not the ideal.
No, definitely not the ideal thing that you want from a co-caster.
No.
But it is what it is. We are a professional broadcasting service here. We are for hire. You can hire us to cast all your games right now, and there will be no flaws in any of our broadcasts. That I promise you. Wink, wink.
Absolutely.
So we've got the pikemen steps. We got Platypus's army.
Okay. My game is just okay, yeah, okay, cool. This makes more sense now. I saw a settler chopping air, and then a tree materialized in front of it while it was chopping. I don't know what's going on with my game right now. This is crazy.
That is not the best. We're gonna follow this this step rider as he pretty much suicides into Germany's base. We're gonna turn Fog of War on. I think
what does he think he is, Germany?
This is an exploratory mission to see what kind of units the German player has, and he sees the DOPS. And the DOPS pounce. 3 swings later, 1 step rider is dead. But that was more big brain plays coming from Platypus. Saw the DOPS, knows that there's a barracks somewhere, knows what he's going to have to do to counter said DOPS.
Oh shit, I just looked at like Plat's deck. He's going all in on the DOPS. He's got all the hand infantry combat as well as the advanced church, which has an upgrade for movement speed for the DOPS, as well as the advanced arsenal, which also has an upgrade for movement speed. He's going all in on these DOPS.
He has let's see here. I want to hop over to LFS's perspective. He's
always happy. Got to represent the big boys. As somebody who likes hospitalers.
Yes, sir. He's got 13 DOPS, 4 Ulans, and Buck the Tame Wolf. That is his unit composition right now. Platypus being a little bit defensive after this last game, wanting to mass up a little bit more before he puts any sort of attack on Mr. Germany. Score lead's growing now. It is 1,100 roughly. Germany hits age 3, uncontested, without sending the church card.
This is a bit of a risky play. You don't usually want to give China 10 straight minutes, but at the same time, he's also Germany, where he doesn't have a power play in Age 2. So the best thing he can do is to try to set up a big power spike in Age 3, which is probably what he's going for now.
Germany is his first shipment in Age 3 is 1,000 coin. He's being greedy. He's not training any units right now, interestingly, and still hasn't taken the trade post, which is confusing a little bit because it is free. That is a trade post that Plat cannot take. We're going to go over to Plat and see his army is growing slowly but surely. No macro for Age 3 yet. 31 villagers for Plat. LFS is at 14 villagers 10 minutes into the game. This is...
Well, you have to keep in mind that a lot of those are wagons, so that's actually more like the equivalent of 19.
Okay, so he's got 5 settler wagons, so that is
that's
19. Yeah, so
that's
he's
19.
got... Still not great. You're down 19 to 30. 19 to 32 now.
It is that's just more of a product of the Japan civilizations being able to make settlers while they age. You know, it's just kind of comes to the territory of fighting an Asian player.
That does make sense. Plat's army is starting to move in. They've eclipsed the midpoint of the map. We're going to go ahead and turn Fog of War back on. They're chilling in the middle of the map. We'll see if Plat decides to take another trade post. Doesn't have the wood for it right now. Still not doing any sort of macro for Age 3. Gathering up a lot of coin, however. On the other side, LFS, as the German player, has 12 villagers on food, or on wood, 3 villagers on coin, and is not gathering any food right now. I think he's, yep, that's 3 falcons. He is macroing, for nothing but falconets as everybody starts to move in together. This battle is about to happen in the middle of the field, folks. No population room for dops.
I was kind of expecting it. The dot falc push is kind of a classic for Germany, although it's not as widely used as I think it should be, just because dots are so good.
And the falcons fire. Hand mortars in the back. Oh, these hand mortars are going to destroy these falcons, and this might be... Yep, there's all 3 falcons down. Hand mortars, all 5 of them. Oh, wait, no. Hand mortars are... One more falcon left. There we go. There's the last falcon pop. The entire army got taken out by these dops, but at the sacrifice of all 3 of those falconets. No army left for China, but Germany is still running with his tail tucked in between his legs. Those hand mortars were an excellent call. Plat saw the falconets coming somehow. I'm not sure how. Probably just typical German things. Plat is Age 3 now. He aged up with the Temple of Heaven, which gives the Transcendence ability to heal all his units. Still has 1 more hand mortar. And shipping repelling volley. Plat doing a little bit better job of microing and producing units. He's got a blockhouse, a consulate, and a war academy. Although could possibly use a few more. The battle in the middle begins again. Plat on 41 villagers. Germany on 19 villagers with 5 settler wagons, so 24 is what we're looking at. The thing that Platypus wants to do here is not throw his eco lead away again like he did last time. Plat should probably be taking map control here. His disciples and explorer idle should be taking a second trade post so he can get more of a shipment spike. Further take advantage of Germany's slow shipments. Germany does have a trade post. Finally, he took the one that was close to his base. So that still advantage China when it comes to the shipment curve, just because that's how Germany functions. But you take the whole trade line, get stagecoach, and just exploit your villager lead once again.
Germany shipping 9 Ulans. That is one of the strengths about Germany is they just get so many Ulans between their very high Ulan count for their shipments, as well as just the bonus ones that they get from all the other shipments.
There's
I
a
mean,
whole bunch of
for most
I hate to interrupt
other
you.
civs,
I
they
hate
look
to interrupt you, Cole, but there is a mass amount of villagers just pushing the middle of the map right to where this fight is about to happen with the Falcons, with the Ulans. Everything is going on. What is going on? It's a villager, like this is a legit villager push. He is pushing with his villagers. This is unheard of. I am so confused. Lots of
totally unheard of. Maybe China.
The hand mortars are shooting down the Falcons again. These Falcons are just not gonna live long in this world. I don't understand why this sacrifice has been made of all these villagers. Germany wants to end this game right now. We'll see if Plat can hold. If Plat can hold, this is basically a good game. At this point, these villagers only have 150 health. And these, the Ulans are doing work against these poor arquebusers. The settler push worked. I don't know how many villagers he got. Plat is on 46. We're going to hop over to LFS. Is down to 11 villagers and 2 settler wagons. So he has 13 villagers. This was a very unnecessary all-in, I feel like, from LFS. And he's now on Plat's side of the map and hunting from Plat's hunts. But what... I'm at a loss for words right now because he's lost his entire military now. Plat's able to hold. He's kiting back away from these DOPS. LFS sending infinite skirm. Oh, that's not an infinite skirm shipment. He hasn't even sent advanced arsenal yet. I don't see an arsenal anywhere. Cole, fill the gaps here. What am I missing? The entire.
Well, I'm still like trying to catch up a little bit, but I'm a little closer now, I think. Yeah, I got no fucking.
Okay, I'm not the. And there it is. Oh, GG has been called. The villager rush ends up failing as it probably should have. I'm just gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. Round 2 will be soon? Question mark.
I think maybe he tried to double-click his DOPS or Ulans and accidentally stacked his settlers, and then didn't notice it until they were already.
I don't know. Let's hop over into the post-game chat with him and find out while we have you guys here. We
some left over, but like my asshole was puckered on that final push, but it was just like all I was is like stay calm. Like I've got eco because did you pull your vills on purpose?
Was that a no?
And I say yeah. That was a all in.
That was a all in. We are still recording. Thanks. This is the Red Bull live look-in eco chat or
non-Red Bull. Remember, we don't have Red Bull. This is the knockoff Monster.
Oh yeah,
unofficially an unsponsored tournament.
The knockoff.
It's
called Noster. It's called
by Astroglide.
It's called the Noster live look-in.
I built so hard. Didn't get veteran jobs. I made so many mistakes.
I was just at a loss. That villager push was so unnecessary. It felt like.
I think
I saw the score. The eco was too much. Like the eco, he would have outboomed me if I just played standard. So it was all or nothing.
Not to mention for Germany, like the territorial army counters everything except for the Falcons. So like you're really in a tough spot because like the DOPS can chase me around, but then the cannons are slow. And the ARBs are fast, just fast enough, right? Like the DOPS will get on hold of them, but like it's just a tough matchup, and that's why I picked this big map so I had room to run. Because at first I was like, maybe I'll rush them. I'm like, you know what? I'm not fucking rushing into DOPS.
And the hand mortars were an excellent counter. They were there, like you knew that he was going Falcons. It seemed that was very big brain.
Well, if you play against a Chinese death ball, you're certainly not gonna fucking. Well, I was gonna say certainly not run into them, but our good friend here proved that there's at least some crazy two-handed bastards.
Yeah, hospitalers can probably get away with that as well.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be casting round 2. Those will be uploaded very shortly. See you guys in the next one.
Do I play Dunamai?